Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to the Clarity Report. I'm your host, Emma. Today, we're diving into the world of baseball and exploring the 2025 MLB playoffs. Unfortunately for Mets fans, their team didn't make it out of the regular season, but that doesn't mean we can't have some fun and explore which teams are worth rooting for. First up, let's talk about the Brewers, who rode a franchise record 14-game winning streak to secure the best record in the sport. As a Mets fan, you might be thinking, why not root for them? Well, Milwaukee has never won the World Series, and their only pennant was back in 1982 when they lost in 7 games to the Cardinals. But aside from that, there's no personal beef between the two teams, and the Brewers have been on a historic run this season. On the other hand, we have the Phillies, who are looking like an annoyingly good team right now. They've won their second straight division title, and with Kyle Schwarber leading the charge, they're primed for a deep playoff run. If you want to root for the Phillies, just be prepared for some frustration, as they can be a bit annoying. Now, let's talk about the Dodgers, who are looking like the dark horses of the playoffs. They didn't get a direct bye into the NLDS this year, but make no mistake, they're still a very dangerous club. With Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts leading the charge, there's plenty to root for with LA. Of course, we can't forget about the Cubs, who are looking like lovable losers once again. With their young talent and Wrigley Field, they're a team worth rooting for, but only if you can get past the Pete Crow Armstrong-led squad winning the World Series, which would be a nightmare to watch. The Padres are another team worth considering, as they've never won the World Series in franchise history. With Tony Gwynn leading the way, it's easy to root for San Diego, but there's still that lingering pain of 2022 when the Mets beat them in the wild card round. Then we have the Reds, who are looking like a team on the rise. They've been down on their luck for years, but after a surprising run, they might just make it to the playoffs and steal some wins from the Mets. It's hard to hate the Reds, aside from them surpassing our beloved Mets, but that's just not nice. The Blue Jays are another team worth rooting for, as they're looking like a dark horse in the owl, with Vlad Guerrero Jr. leading the charge. There's plenty to love about Toronto. And if you can get past the Yankees being your enemy, then you might find yourself enjoying the company of the Blue Jays. The Mariners are also worth considering, as they've never even made it to the World Series before. With Cal Big Dumper Raleigh leading the way, it's easy to root for Seattle, but there's just one problem. We don't want to see them succeed without a pennant. Finally, we have the Guardians, who are looking like the team that everyone wants to win after their historic comeback. They've never won since 1948 and have only been back 4 times since then, losing in 1954, 1995, 1997, and most recently to the Cubs in 2016. Cleveland ending their drought would be a great story, but rooting for them might just get complicated when you think about Francisco Lindor. Last but not least, we have the Yankees, who are looking like the defending champions once again. But if you're one of those root for the New York team people, that's it. Otherwise, there are plenty of reasons to root against the Bronx Bombers. Finally, we have the Red Sox, who are looking like the team that everyone loves to hate. With their 4 titles this millennium, they might just be getting a little too comfortable. And as someone who hates the Yankees, you'll probably want to see Boston succeed. And last but not least, we have the Tigers, who managed to avoid being talked about as the biggest collapse in MLB history by making it into the playoffs. But if you're a Mets fan, that just feels cruel. Well, there you have it, teams worth rooting for and against in the 2025 MLB playoffs. If you're looking for some new team to love, I hope this report has given you some ideas. And as always, thanks for watching the Clarity Report.